Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, question tonight: how bad should we feel for Elena Dawson on The Young and the Restless? Listen, have a heart, I'm not a dick. Being cheated on is a terrible, awful thing that happened. Okay, so it's not as though my heart doesn't go out to her. I'm not a monster or anything like that, but I do believe in karma. Okay. And I know people listening to this saying, well, you don't really know how it played out back then. And, it may change a little bit on your perspective. But at the end of the day, the facts don't change. Okay. Playing ping pong between two dudes. And just the simple fact that she cheated on Devon to be with Elena, cheated on Devon to be with Nate says something. So like how bad should I actually feel at this point? Or should I just sit there and look at it like, hmm, just write off as common? Let me know in the comment section below. Spiderquake's in the chat. Spiderquake says I'm watching streaming and Monday like Raw. Okay. So it's great to see you, Spiderquake. Darby's in the chat. How you doing, Darby? Thank you for joining. Camera's in the chat. How you doing tonight, Camera? Blackmon is in the chat. How you doing tonight? I'm doing pretty well. How you doing? I got the ice cream on deck. I'm good. Queen Akeisha, but how can you know the facts if all your information is secondhand information? Oh, before we get into that, Nikisha, did you get my email? I don't know if you got my email before we get into that. Unless everyone say what's up to the Queen, Nikisha. Spikework says, and the one girl who's setting Sasha up needs to be taken out. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I honestly tell you the truth, I feel like it just made me so uncomfortable watching, you know? Um, I'm like, wow, really? I'm glad you're doing good, Black Mom. I was at my aunt's yesterday and she had a couple of these. They're actually pretty good. Like, they're serious, they're actually pretty good. Oh, goodness, I know these things are probably expensive, maybe, but they're really good though. But yeah, Nikisha, no, I didn't see it. I'll check it. I'll check for it though. Making some banana nut. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. Sounds very good. Jay Blue says, "What's good? What's good, Jay Blue? Present or present-ish making dinner. Okay. Well, it's good that you're listening, and I always appreciate having your presence. Even if you're not fully in here, the fact that you're listening, I appreciate that. So thank you. Yeah, Autumn's in the chat. Autumn say ever those people who are setting up Saturday needs. Yeah, it was like first of all, she came across this as a huge POS already off the bat, and I was just like, yo. But then when I found out what they were doing, I was like, are y'all serious? Darby says I feel bad for her for a minute, but after that minute so I'm gonna stop letting her feel sorry for herself and blaming everyone else for her choices and men. Yeah. And that's another thing. So yeah, Nikisha said that I didn't really know all the facts and it was just secondhand information. And granted, we had this talk before. And well, we had this talk before. Here's the thing. I don't think that she was born yesterday. Now, at the end of the what's good, Makai? Thank you for joining. Like Rick says, without spoiling for other people in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, did it without spoiling for other people in Cars 3, and the end credits did it tease a new movie. No ish. No ish. Which I know it sounds bad, but it's like technically they didn't, but they kind of. It's very hard to spoil it without spoiling it. Latasha's in the chat was good. Latasha, he said they made me they made some so mad. Why they tore? Yeah, it. I was not a fan of that. I was so not a fan of that. Queen of the South is in the chat. How you doing? It's amazing to see you. Krista's in the chat. Was good, Krista? Nikisha, I don't think it's a woman's fault when a man lies to her and cheats on her. No, no, I'm not. I'm not saying that. No, that's not what I'm saying. Um, he said dating is hard for a woman. It's hard to know who to trust. Men lie, men pretend, and then break your heart. Okay, I feel like I may need a drink. Hmm. Krista says actor confirmed return. Grave confirmed his return as. Oh, okay. Mystery brother Zeke in about 2 weeks. Not sure if it's long term, but he's saying it's. All right, that's what's up then. Yeah, no, no, no. Definitely do that. Definitely do that. Of course, you know, I always got to sit there and ask about the Queen. Probably say Albert. Yeah, it's so funny when Scotty gave. Yeah, I was like, yo, even Scotty knew. Even Scotty knew the deal. Even Scotty knew the deal. Now, I, hmm, I'm not gonna really get fully into that because I feel like that's for a couple of reasons without really going going in there on that. I do feel like it's more of an equal opportunist sort of thing. I don't. There's no easy way to snitch this saying it without either coming across as a sexist dick or yeah. I you know what, I'm gonna agree to disagree on that. But you know, from your perspective, you know, um, my whole thing is I sit there and look at the situation. I'm like, uh, Monique is in the chat. Was good, Monique? Should I? How you doing tonight, Monique? Thank you for joining. Jay Blue says, Albert, we are laughing at the same time when you said you need a drink. Yeah, because I stood there and I looked at that sentence. I was like, it's still not room temperature. I was like, you know, granted, it's probably better that I ask, I probably, it's, you know, in reality, it's better that I answer that question sober than answer it when I'm tipsy because, um, I think it's just hard for people, you know. But I'm not a woman, so I can't sit there and say I can't say that from a woman's perspective. But I can say that from a man's perspective that it's not always easy for us to sit there and date and trust and stuff like that either. Um, and I can again, I feel like it's not so much of a man versus woman thing. I think it's a people versus people thing. Monique said that I stand by this show. You get them is how you lose them. She got with him by cheating and lost him because of cheating. Exactly. So, you know, my whole thing is like, I'm not sitting there saying like I don't feel anything for her, but I'm like, you know, you cheated also. Let's not sit there and try to act like you didn't do that. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just look at it like it's karma. Autumn says I would love for them to bring Kiki back to Rome because Kiki is so Willow is also is also Willow. I would love for them to bring Kiki. Now I hope she stayed dead and buried. Yeah, we can't be doing that. Chris says I suspect since February that he is involved with Pike Ministry. I'm looking forward to his return. Oh, yeah, that will be crazy. But yes, that's right. You know, I gotta sit there and do the ice cream. Valerie, Ariana's in the chat. Was Ariana? Was Ariana? Thank you for joining. He said, I said it that way because I can only speak from my experience. I never cheated, but I've been cheated on many times. No. I get that. I get that. I just, you know what it is, Nikisha? I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes when we talk about like men and women and like, I, I guess for me, I just, I think I'm so much worried as saying the wrong thing, but I feel like when it comes towards that sort of stuff, for me, it's very difficult to navigate. You know, it's like, well, depending on what I say, somebody is always going to take it the wrong way, and I have to sit there and just. Here's the thing: I have to sit there and decide on which sword I'm willing to die for. That's what it comes. That's what it comes down to. I have to sit there and decide what which sword am I willing to sit there and fall on. Mel's in the chat. How you doing tonight, Mel? Let's everyone say what's up to Mel. I'm starting to watch tomorrow's episode of Young and Restless. Krista said I should write for the show. I think I got better ideas. I think most people have better ideas. And so is ice cream out? Yes, the ice cream is definitely out. I'm just waiting for it to get room temperature. I don't like having it when it's so cold. Darby says, Albert, can we agree that if anybody didn't see Guardians Out by Thursday? Oh yeah. I'm absolutely 100% with you on that one, Darby. 150% on you because I gotta talk about this. I gotta talk about this movie. But yeah, no, man, I'm starting to watch it a little bit tonight. Young and the Restless. The shot this I'm so for Sally Adam chasing her. I am too. Honestly, tell you, Lashanta, when she said that she was not going to take Adam's job, I'm like, so what are you going to do then? What is your plan? She's sitting there talking like, oh, me and Chloe, we're going to figure something out. I'm going to pivot. That's what I do. I pivot. Pivot where? Where are you pivoting to? The unemployment line? Where are you going to pivot to? I'm literally sitting there looking at this whole thing, and I'm like, Ron, how you doing tonight, Ron? Krista says, happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers. Mothers like figures, yes, absolutely. And to all the mothers that actually have to sit there and step up and be fathers as well. Let's not forget that. Double C's in the chat. Was good, Double C? It's really good to see you again. Atara is in the chat. Sally want to be. Yeah, exactly. I was like, yo, listen, when she said that she wanted to pivot, I was like, boo, where are you pivoting to? You want to pivot. You want to pivot. Okay, you want to pivot somewhere. I also heard that Sarah Horton is in the works to come back with Xander and the baby drama. Really? Now you're gonna have to keep me updated on that. You're gonna have to keep me updated on that. Now, Double C says, do you believe? Oh, wait. No, well, I don't think he is. But that'd be interesting if he is. That'd be interesting if he is Demira. But what is this Dimitri, right? Yeah. Doesn't he go by another name? W says that Dungeons and Dragon movie will be streaming on Paramount tomorrow. Spike Quick says, I hope Sasha doesn't lose control. Yeah, they definitely. Oof, that was kind of hard to sit down and watch. Nikisha, Albert, do you have any close platonic women friends? Their experience might surprise you. Hmm. I don't think I actually do. I mean, besides the people in the chat, I would sit there and say that the besides the people in the chat, yeah, yeah. Because I'm just like, where do you think that you're? Like, where do you think you're going? I don't know. I don't know. I just, like I said, I mean, Valerie says everything is cool. Lashanta said Nick all of a sudden. Yeah, but my whole thing is, when it comes to Sally, I'm just looking at this whole thing. I'm like, Adam, why do you keep chasing this chick for? Like, was it really that good? Was knocking boots with her that good? Because I'm like, you are like strong, bro. Like, you need to like. I don't even think that she's worth it all. I really don't. I don't really think she's worth all that. Ariana says I had to get the ice cream out too. Second best thing, the Starbucks. Yes, yes, yes. See, Ariana, see, this is why you're my girl. This is exactly why you're my girl. Atara says, do you think Tali will get caught on days working? Uh, oh, Colin, that POS Colin, that P. But you know what? Talia is pathetic, pathetic. Autumn says, I like the fact that Michael and Sonny somewhat made peace. Some fighting is exhausting. Now Sonny bringing up Nina was completely out of pocket. Like Michael said, it's up to Willow. Yeah, and that's exactly what I said too. Almost like, bro, you were doing so good. Why did you guys sit there and just bring up Nina for like? What was the point of that? Come on, bro. Mel said Nick and Sharon are going to have exciting storyline on Mystery Dead by Nick and by Cameron, Christy Allen, Ashley. So Nick and Sally won't last because Nick will help Sharon. That'd be interesting. Double C's, I heard that he is Megan's son. Ooh, that will be okay. That will be interesting. Now, Double C also says if Sally was all that, why would still be with her and not Flo? Yeah, Double C. I'm not gonna lie. When they did that opening, the intro, and I saw Flo in that red dress, I was like, ah. I was like, Sally, you look good. I don't know though. You got some steep competition with Flo. I'm just saying. Lashanta said as soon as Adam moves on, she's gonna want him. He should move on. He should move on to anybody else. Is mm. Duan is in the chat. What's good, Duan? How you doing tonight, my friend? It's been a minute. Monique says at this point, Adam is going to need permission to be involved with his own child. It's like Sally needs Nick's permission to have Adam involved. Is it okay if I tell him about the appointment? Yeah, I thought that was so out of pocket. I really did. Darby says I saw the chat where Kayla and Bella talked today about how out of pocket her boss was for trying to replace her. The truth is her boss had every right to replace Kayla. Kayla was dead to the world. Exactly. Darby, I'm so glad that you said that because I was like, oh, you're. Let me tell you something. I am getting so sick and tired of the pity party of Sean Brady and his I shot my dad. I shot my dad. I shouldn't have shot my dad. Victor said that I was a bad person for shooting my dad. Bro, are we going to have to get Jan Spears back up in this place again to make those two interesting? Ariana said, yeah, I agree that Sonny shouldn't have pushed Michael by bringing up Nina. However, Michael has been quite an ass. Yeah, that's true. As I heard, is possible that Nick Fallon as Blake is coming. You know, I did. Here's the thing. I did like Nick Fallon. I like his personality. I think it's a lot of credit to the actor. Autumn says is why still with his high school sweetheart flow, because with all that exhaustion going on with Liam, he's tired of. Yeah, I'm so. Oh my God, Autumn, I am so out of it with this whole Liam complaining like there's no tomorrow. 'Tomorrow. 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 ' And it's really funny when Steffi and White was like, I can't listen to this anymore. Hope is coming back, and this guy is still complaining. He is still complaining. Like, bro, what is your? Lashanta said Rob is going off on Anna because she forgot all about Robin, Emma, and Noah. I get that, but I'm like, come on, she's a grown ass woman. Like, CW is in the chat. CW, listen, when you're here, you're on time, and I always appreciate you. Cat Lady's in the chat. Was good, Cat Lady. Let's everyone say what's up to Cat Lady and CW. Krista says Nate and Lena have both cheated on each other. I think that they are toxic and need to move on. I don't have sympathy for either character. Lena shouldn't be surprised. Yes. And that's the thing. See, that's God. See, this is my whole thing. I feel like I almost need to do a separate video on Elena. Herman, Herman, how have you been, my friend? I always sit there and see you in the chat. Or in the comment section. So it is really good to see you tonight. Santa says Chanel knows Tyler is a suspect. See, that's my whole other thing about this Elena situation. Elena, you knew that Nate wasn't ish. Okay, you knew that Nate was not worth two pennies. Okay, you was it sparkling water or something? This is so good. Like seriously, like I don't sponsor this. It's just really good. Um, but you knew he was bad news. But dude, like when Nick said that, uh, even the Victoria, how could you trust him? You saw the way he treated his girlfriend. You saw the way he treated his family. Elena, you saw all that, and you still decided to. Mm. Mel said there will be a clue this week on Sharon getting a gift, but Nick and Sharon's storyline starts next week. I'm looking forward to it then. Elena and Adam should get together. You know what? I'll be with that. If nothing else, just to Ron says I just can't take this con character too seriously, disgusting and sickening to watch. Yeah, Talia isn't worse. Talia just gets on my nerves more. Because Talia is actually beautiful and she is smart and she is kind hearted, and you are wasting your time on a pretty much a bum at this point. Last day said not very well. I was moving this weekend and well, everything hurts on my body. It's been hell weekend and I missed every soap opera today because I was busy and taking a nap. I'm sorry to hear that. Um, Bobby says I don't know about doctors, but most jobs in this world are at well, I mean that your employer can fire you. Yeah, yeah, yes, that is very true, Darby. Very, very, very true. CW said at this point, I'm tired of Liam and his constant complaining. I just mute him whenever he's on. He's just as bad as Nina. Those lies, though, Thomas lives rent free in his head the way Carly does Nina's. Yes. Monique says, I wonder what Josh will plead with Sonny about once he finds out Dex has been. Oh, she's going to be pleading like there's no tomorrow. This girl is on another level of delusion. Jay Blue said, but did you see my tease on your Jay's review about too many characters? Portia Brothers coming back in 2 weeks. I think so. Yeah. Um. Yeah. You wrote it in the. No, I didn't see it in the comment section, but somebody told me that. Of course, of course. I was there. I got you. And yeah, I'm so done with the whole um Tracy Steves. I'm gonna get my PO box on Wednesday. I was looking up this week and I was not there looking up the stuff I needed to bring to the post office. So I'm gonna get that done on Wednesday. I thought about you. I was like, I really want to get that done, so I just had to look up some of the stuff. But how you doing tonight, Tracy? Herman said Tyler could have been a good character, but the terrible casting of Colin just killed it. He should have been someone truly charismatic and a lot of charm for that bullshit. Also, yeah, the fact that Nino won't want help from Drew is crazy to me. Yuan says Nick needs to stop early. Nick needs to stop what, Yuan? Yeah, yeah, I thought about when you first introduced it, I was like, that's actually a really cool idea. But I just kept getting so swept up in everything. Um, I was like, when's I actually have the time, so I'm gonna do it. Yeah, no, it's very true, Ron. It's very repetitive. Well, Tracy, I'm always glad to have you in the chat. So, CW says Josh better enjoy it while she can because I have a feeling when Kate Manson. Hmm. I'm curious about it. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm having low expectations of her already because I feel like she looks more older than Michael. I haven't seen her act really as that character, so um yeah. I guess we'll see. Yeah, they are. They're actually really good. Latasha Albert didn't Michael tell Sunny Nina can't push Willow, but she's going over to Carly's house tomorrow. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's I should tell you that's Nina for you. What? I'm doing good, Dave. How you doing tonight, my friend? Well, yeah, no, Ron, it is very repetitive. Autumn says Nina has the nerve to ask Carly and Drew for anything. In all honesty, I would give Nina a big. Now, Ron says I enjoyed Days of Our Lives, but I won't be watching this two baby daddy storyline regarding. Well, you just gonna fast forward through it. One Nick says I'm ready for a mystery woman from Dex past to rattle Josh, maybe like his wife or something. Would not be something though? Would not be something? Glad glad to hear that, Dave. Jay Blue says I still don't get why people think Christina and Dex will be a thing. The interactions they have together so far has given insight that is going in that direction. Anna says Nina asking Carly and Drew for help is like me flattering your car tire than you know what? I'm gonna give her a bit of a chance with Willow. It's still oh you suck. Still not room temperature. Still not the way I want it. I haven't even started eating this yet. And I'm still out of hot sauce. Oh god. What else? Mel said, I knew that Daniel was not going to be able. You know what? Here's the thing. Kyle, but no, no. To be fair, Mel, to be well, yeah, he didn't keep the secret, but Kyle, you know what? I don't want to sit there and spoil it for people for tomorrow. I'm not going to sit there and say anything. I just sat there and looked at Kyle. I was like, Kyle, you, hmm. Um, Herman said Dexter is Northwest, a DA actually only knows has made him interesting. They want to recast people. He should have been ahead of Christina for that. Jess is in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up to Jess. Autumn says, Albert, what do you think they should do? Albert, what do you think they should change on B&B? Why can't they just put Thomas with someone else? Because honestly, I don't see the appeal of Hope. Honestly, she's boring to me, like watching paint dries, drywall. You know, I heard. You know, here's the thing, Autumn. Um, it's hard to sit there and say what they should change with Thomas because I haven't really watched the show that long. But I did hear a rumor that they were going to bring back Zoe. My whole thing is with Autumn. I'll sit there and say this much: if they're going to redeem Thomas, redeem him. You know, redeem him. Stop doing this constant backslide because at this point, for people that like Thomas, is quite annoying. Yes. Yes, Monique. Oh my God, I can't wait till that movie come out. Yeah. Those, honestly, tell you the truth, those are the only movies I'm looking for. I'm looking forward to finish. Well, looking forward to watching, unless something else comes out. Um, which is the Flash, the next Fast and the Furious movie, and the next Marvels movie. I think that's it's literally called the Marvels. So now, Double C says, I'm, or is it, am I the only one says deuces to Joss and Dex? I know who doesn't say deuces to Joss and Dex. And I know there's at least one person in this chat that likes Joss and Dex. I'm just waiting at any point in time for this person to sit there and say who they are. That is not cool with the whole deuces to Joss and Dex. Any minute now. Krista says, what about Thomas and Ivory? I don't know who Ivory is. uh, I love it. Come on now. You act like you didn't see that coming. Autumn says, I love the Marvel movies. Got Disney Plus on my Fire Sticks. Love it. Yes. Same. Listen, Autumn, anything that's live action Marvel, I will give my money to. Well, you know, here's the thing, Jazz. At this point, I didn't even really have to think. Anyway, we all knew it was you. And if we didn't, I knew it was you. Oh, Duane, you like Josh and Dex also? Hmm. Darby says, I said, Albert Kyle, you are weak, man, child. You cannot keep your mouth shut for your family's sake. If Kyle wants people to trust him like a man, maybe he should act like him. I stood there, I was like, bro. Jack literally was like, don't say anything. Don't give this woman's hopes up. All right, Dad, I won't. So, Mom, here's the thing. Mother, You want to say Josh and Jax are right to me. All right, that's what's up. Just what's the point of Robert today? Um, filler. I mean, come on now, bro. She's a grown ass woman. She don't need you coming over there badgering her, lecturing her. What's the matter with you? Double says I'm looking forward to seeing the Flash movie, Fast 10, Transformers, Roger the Beast. Yeah, I'm very iffy about that Double C because I saw the trailer and I'm like, all right, this look. I was like, this does look kind of cool. Like, especially the way the guy got out, like the car, whatever. Like the way he just walked out so casually. I'm like, I kind of want to see it, but at the same time, I'm like, man, Transformers Five was really bad. It was bad. It was. Oh my god, that movie was bad. With Marky Mark, and what did I call her? Dollar Tree version of Megan Fox. That's what I call her. Yeah, Dollar Tree version of Megan Fox. Herman says Ben hating Kyle. Just said right. He was doing the most. I'm like, bro. I Here's the thing. Jess, on some level, I understand they got kids. He's always gonna love her and care about her. But I'm like, bro, this chick is literally sitting there trying to, well, get it in, and you come over there and sit there and lecture this girl at what time at night? Bro, I would have been so pissed off. Duan says, I can't wait to see. Oh, okay, Duan, you didn't see it yet. Okay. All right. Duan, see the movie when you can, because I think me and Darby is like, at this point, we're going to start talking about spoilers. We're going to start talking about spoilers. So I really do want you to see that movie. Autumn says, not Dollar Tree version. Yes. Come on. If you seriously, if you watch that movie, it was like, all right, we couldn't get Megan Fox, so we'll get like the next best thing, or like the last best thing. The sad thing is that's not even the worst part of that movie, but that is something I did decide to bring up. Um, Ron said Albert. Ron says Albert asked this question in the chat if anyone wants Sheila to have a baby. All right, Ron just asked, and I'm eating too, so I actually have to sit there and say this shit now. Ron asked Albert asked this question in the chat if anyone wants Sheila to have a baby. You heard him, chat. Does anyone actually want to sit there and uh Honor says I love the first two versions of Transformers, the rest was ass. Just said Jex had this dramatic scene all for Josh to be like stay, and he was like, okay, I love it. Yeah, yeah. Nikki said, don't knock Dollar Tree. I found some. I'm just saying. Now, Tara said no, she should not have a baby. Queen Nakisha says Sheila should be a man. CW says that's a big hell no. Tracy says no. Double C, heck no. And there was another comment. There was another comment. I want to read this comment. I'm gonna go back. Darby said you got the Thursday Duan, then the spoilers are coming out. Yes. It's just things I want to talk about in that movie. And I know a lot of people didn't see it, but I'm like, thank you, Val. Yes, hit that like button. It really does actually help. Beat that like button's ass. No, seriously, beat that like button's ass. Last day said no because it's medically impossible, even on a soap opera. How would you explain Sheila having a baby? But I'm not eating. I mean, yeah, I mean, she does have like six. right? Oh, she has five. Okay, five, six. I mean, granted, Nick got like what, seven or eight. Sonny has like about five or six kids. That's not. Yeah, from a woman's standpoint, yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. All right, so we got 37 people in the chat. We got 14 likes. If you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. It really does actually help. Like, it's not even like a YouTuber thing to sit there and say like, oh, it's just no, like it legit helps. Um, yeah, hit the like button because it does actually help. And Nikki says Sheila getting pregnant is unlikely, but not medically impossible. Women older than Sheila, yeah, no, that's no, that's true. That's true. Nikisha is 100% right. It's not impossible. We don't need it. It's unnecessary, and yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow. You know, Laura B, I asked that question a long time ago, and then Laura B, and then I realized something. It's B and B. It doesn't have to make sense. It really doesn't have to make sense. Darby says no. Do part of the fun of the movie talk is that yeah, everyone's saying yeah. I agree with that, Darby. Felly say you're gonna make me start watching other soaps. Monique said I just typed in action movie trailer for 2023 and it's giving me a lot of movie trailers. So Dragon Ball trailer and Blue Beetle. Now, Monique, when you say okay, so Blue Beetle, we know that that's new. But when you say Dragon Balls, like what do you mean by that? Like live action? Like I'm a Dragon Ball Z, I'm a Dragon Ball fan, so you have to be a little more specific about that. I said I don't want a love triangle between Nick, Sharon, and Chance. Nick, Sharon, and Chance. You don't, or you do? Oh, Mel, let me know when the hell's the name of that damn movie? Cloverfield come out. If you have any news on Cloverfield, I love that franchise. Autumn says Sheila is delusional. That's why she thinks they can have a relationship with Finn. Yeah, no, I mean, and I get that, but I'm just like, why is it like like I forgot who said that, but somebody was like, you have more kids. Why are you just fixated on that one person? Ron says, but whatever if she does, who is going to be the father and how will Finn and the rest react? So this is more okay. So Ron, this is more of a shock value thing, right? Right. This isn't like okay. This is a good storyline. This is more of shock value. It seems. And of course, and that's the thing, though. He has to say, Darby has to say it was a joke. Danny, just let you know it's a new video. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Danny, I saw you in JLJ's media. I saw you in James live stream today. I saw you in James live stream today. Jonathan is in the chat. What's good, Jonathan? How you doing, my friend? Tara said, "Here we go again with Cody and the Ice Crystal necklace. When is when is going to come clean to Mac about his yeah yeah Atari, that was the thing that was so annoying, right? So you pretty much was like, I'm not gonna say anything, but now you have a problem changing your name legally, like to like put it official. Come on, what are you doing? Now, Jay Blue says, I was speaking of news. I saw the 1 years is returning next month. I didn't say anything. Oh, okay. Um, you know what? I didn't watch the new version of the 1 years because I grew up watching the old one. I was like, you know what? I'm good. Like I don't have any like ill will or whatever against the new one. I'm just like, I already saw the other one. I'm good. But I'm not gonna lie though, man, people were so pissed off. Oh my god, people were so mad when the new 1 years came out, and people were just like they were losing their minds. Now Ron suggests others just to see everyone's reaction. Okay, well well, you know what, Ron, that's your thing. So okay. Autumn says, "Hey, what's happening to everyone finding out that Deacon hid Sheila from everyone and was well for Sheila? I would love to see that fallout because obviously, I would love to see it too. But here's the thing, Autumn. Think about how long it took before the news came out that Taylor shot Bill. That secret was way before I started watching the show, and that just happened. Jay Blue said, "I thought you did. I remember you asking about it." Yeah, no. You know what, Jay Blue? I went to see if it was renewed. I didn't know if it got canceled or renewed. I mean, I think uh, Jay Blue. I don't know enough about the show, so I can't sit there. If they went about it in the route that I think that they did, um, I'm not with it. If they decide to do their own thing and make them completely different characters, then I'm okay with it. Ron says, "I was so Sheila WAP is better." Ron says, "So Sheila's WAP is better than Brooke." What's WAP? What does that mean? Is that some sort of new street lingo or something? Did I miss something? Um, Lashanta Sabat, do you like true to the game? Hmm. I never. I heard about that. I heard about the book and I heard about the movie. I didn't get a chance to watch either of them, but I heard it was really good though. Yes. Mel, and you know who's gonna be in the new Beetlejuice movie, right? You know who's gonna be playing Beetlejuice? Let me know if you know who's gonna be the new Beetlejuice, Mel. Then he said yes was on James, and what do you think about Michael and Sonny's episode? Um, Michael's still kind of pissing me off, but he's trying, so I give him a pass, somewhat. You know, WAP. I don't know what WAP is. Just said not WAP. Um, yeah, that's what I was meant to say. I was like, Jess, come on now. I was waiting for you to say that, Jess. Oh my God, Jess, Jess is always going to remind me of how old I am. So thank you, Jess. John says, how do you feel if Superman loses most of Fox? You know, I don't think it's gonna last. I don't think it's gonna last. That's what I think. I don't think it's gonna last. Because the thing is, it's made by HBO Max, so I'm not really worried about that. So the quality is still gonna be good. But being on Fox is just. Oh, 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 oh! Wow, wow! I just learned something new today. That was true. And Duane Gotham was actually a really good show. Yeah, they do. Darby says Fox doesn't take care of their quality shows. Well, here's the thing, Darby. It's not made by Fox. It's made by HBO Max. Um, so HBO Max is pretty much kind of flipping the bill. That's why it looks so much better um, on there. And John says actually HBO Max has no hands in the production of Superman Lois. It's just Warner Brothers in DC. Wait, what? Wow. I don't know what to say. That's the second thing that I learned tonight. Okay, said I had to look at the chat to see if I heard correct. What is happening? Well, apparently I just learned two new things. So that's good. That's good. I like that. Last said, Albert, I think basic parts me, in my opinion, on B&B. I started watching B&B when I was 9 years old, so my opinion has changed a lot as I grow up. They can't be objective sometimes with B&B. I get that. It's and you're still new to actually doing this review stuff, so uh but I didn't know that, Jonathan. Elena says I really don't want Dex to be related to Sonny or have even known him before he went against him. Tori says, oh, for real? Well, DC is doing well with that. Yeah, it is. Listen, I learned something new, so I'm happy about that. And I'm trying to pull off the top. There's no top. What the hell am I top? Oh, there it is. That's awesome, though. But Tori, it's really sad. So they made Superman Lois look top notch, and yet they made Supergirl look like hot garbage. Like, are you kidding me? Honestly, tell you the truth, I'm not gonna lie. That would actually piss me off even. Monique says cartoon version, not human version. Atara says, are there any good shows to watch on Hulu? That's a really good question because I've been watching Netflix right now. I've been trying to catch up to you. I think I'm on like episode 4 or 5. So I think honestly, tell you the truth, I only use Hulu to like catch up to the shows that I miss, like if GH or a million little things or something like that. Now, Justice, I think, is because Superman is a bigger hero. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but it's like I feel like in some ways it's so insulting now because they could have literally made Supergirl a really good show, and they chose not to. And that really says a lot, and it's not good. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you made that show look like garbage. Just says, what do you think the killer is? Um, I want to sit there and say the British chick, Which okay, I know that sounds the one that oh my god. I'm not trying to miss anyone's comment. I'm sitting there trying to think. The one that Joe saw when she was um having a good time on the computer, the one who literally called herself a bitch, if that makes any sense. I'm sitting there thinking maybe it's her, but I feel like it's kind of obvious. It's either her or that dude that seems like he's not that bad compared to the rest of them. The blonde guy that Joe's actually getting really cool with. So it's either those two. W said, have you heard of show called Evil? I wanted to, but I'm gonna be honest. Every time I sit there and start like looking at it, here's the thing. I only see Luke Cage every time I look at him. I only see Luke Cage every time I look at him, so it's just like it's very hard to sit there and picture him as anything else. Says Secret Life of American Teenagers, even though yeah, I think it's now on a show called Freeform. Now Johnson said, and the thing about Super is I started on a bigger that it started on a bigger network. The thing about Supergirl is if it started on a bigger network. I don't. One says I only started watching Supergirl season 8. Erica was yeah. Oh, okay. Last day says I'm the only one who thought She-Hulk was a horror movie. I mean, when you heard about it, why is this thing going so slow? Just said you're gonna be surprised who it is. Okay, I like it. I like it so far though, Jess. I do. I know some people was like they didn't really like it like halfway through, but I like it so far. You also got really like the second season and then the last. I like it so far. Then he said, would they ever going to bring Jason back on GH? There's no point. I like Jason, but there's no point. They're pretty much kind of doing away with the mob stuff. I feel like. So I don't really see them. What's the point of bringing them back? Johnson says season 1 of Supergirl is on CBS. I guess you have a point. I guess you do have a point, but it's just I don't know. I guess when I sit there and I look at that, I'm just like there was so much potential for that show, and it got squandered. But I also look at that and I'm like, I still do feel like if they could have, if because here's the thing, they didn't want to put Superman on there and have crap special effects, but they had no problem putting Supergirl on there, knowing that the effects was not going to be that good. They prioritized their characters, and it bothers me to a large extent. Which, uh, why was that so much of a struggle? Yeah, serious. Why the hell was that so much of a struggle? Uh, Last day said, I just thought She-Hulk was a pointless movie to make. Well, She-Hulk isn't a movie; it's a TV show. Monique says, "Have you heard the Cardi B song?" No, but I did get to sit there and watch those two twerk, and I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, I still sat there. I remember watching that, and I was just like, I really sat there watching. I was just like, it felt so awkward to watch those two do that. and I can't get that out of my damn head right about now. Um, the one that says they had Linda Cardinal, Supergirl. She was the president. Yes, I think they did the best. On sometimes, to some extent, I felt like they did the best they could with the network that they had and the budget that they had. But and the other times, I'm just like they could have did better. They did better with Superman and Lois, and they could have did better if they put on Batman, but they didn't bother to do better with her. In the case of how far are you? I think I'm on episode 4 or 5. I think I'm on episode 4 or 5, but I like it so far. Though I like it. I remember when I was not there seeing people in the chat, and it was like, "Oh, I don't really like it so far. It started off good, but then it was like it kind of floundered," and I'm just like, "This seems pretty good so far to me." Obviously, says I can see Sasha and Cody at least. Is it good? Is it good so far, Monique? That's just that part I could have done. I don't know what's the point of even putting that out there. Like, listen, don't get me wrong. I love She-Hulk. I know a lot of people don't like it. I did love it. Um, I personally hope they come out with another season. Certain things just didn't make a lot of sense. I don't even understand the point of that dude turning into Abomination just to, pacify a bunch of sexist men. Then he goes to, I'm gonna spoil it for people at this point. I'm sorry. But then the dude goes to jail and then Juan just breaks him out. Like, what was the point of that? I still loved it. So, oh, just say yeah. The first half is not that bad. The second half is better. Okay, I don't know. Just maybe it was either you and Nikisha, but one of y'all was just like, huh. And some of y'all just not giving it so much great reviews. I'll sit there and say, I would sit there and say this though. I think her name was Beth. She was in season 2. I didn't understand what was the point of bringing her back. I thought that was kind of, eh. Wow, this is really going slow. Ariana said you are was great. 3 was the best. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to fans watching it. I was gonna watch it a little bit of it, today before I started my live, but then I was like, yeah, I don't have time. So I'll probably watch it this weekend. I just finished last week I just finished watching a million little things. That was nice. There was a lot of stuff that felt very predictable, but I liked it for what it gave me. Okay, cool. Well, here's the thing, John. I figured that you probably saw it. I figured that you probably saw it, but I was like, listen, chat, I'm sorry. I had to sit there and kind of spoil this. Then you said would like to see Lucky return to GH. Right? They need to bring back. Well, at some point they're gonna probably bring back Nicholas, but I'm like, they need to bring back another one of Laura's kids, Dom. Herman says Talia that played She-Hulk deserves a better scene. I watched but only because I liked her. Better season. Yeah, I mean, I admit there were some things that could have been done better. Um, I think for what it personally gave me, I enjoyed. But I mean, I actually forgot how messy this can actually be. Now Monique said, "Don't the boys come on Hulu or is it Prime?" Oh, Monique, it's on Prime. It is Amazon Prime, and I know that Monique because I got Amazon Prime just to see the boys. Jay Blue says Lucky has been gone so long. I don't see the point of him returning. He didn't come back when his sister went into a coma. Yeah, I mean they've done that. They've done that before. When somebody was supposed to come back but they didn't come back, and it was reasons for them to come back but they didn't come back. I think if they did bring Lucky back, like I said, just get rid of somebody else. Mel says I'm loving blank my show from on season two is getting interesting. I'm loving what show are you talking about now? Johnson says it's time for Lulu to wake up. Yeah, bring in some more of her damn kids. Like this is crazy. Um Duane says now Nick and Lulu are in comas. Oh, Duane, you're a member. I just now noticed that. I just now noticed that. That's what's up. We have a lot of fun in the members only live stream. So thank you for being a member, Duan. When they said just saw a Mind Cage on Tubi with Martin Lawrence and John Malkovich. Hmm. Well, Monique, is that a new movie with Martin Lawrence or is that an old movie? Okay, that seems like a new. Atara said, "Yeah, Darby, get the 5 minutes." Darby, oh my God, Darby, you are amazing. You are amazing. Oh my God, thank you so much, Darby. Jesus Christ, Darby, you're a gift. Thank you. Brooklyn's in the chat. Brooklyn says Heather is on her way back, and I'm so looking forward to her return. I heard she was coming back. How you doing tonight, Brooklyn? Johnson says Nick and Lulu are now comatose. Honestly, tell you the truth, I didn't even think about that until tonight. I really didn't. But also learned some new words that I didn't know about. So I like this. This was a very productive and educational um live stream. Jay Blue says I haven't heard of that movie. I'm going to have to check it out. John Malkovich and yeah, I'm very curious if it's new or old. Jennifer is in the chat. Jennifer says Zeke is also coming back. Yes. Yeah, somebody was saying that earlier in the chat. And how you doing tonight, Jennifer P? Darby says I'll be that guy, and that says that Darby says I'll be that guy and say that some parts of She-Hulk came across as man hating as if being a man on that show was dirty word, and that turned me off to the show as much as the terrible writing. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Darby. It to some extent I see where you're coming from because a lot of people felt that way. But I also do look at that and I'm like, I mean, Darby, on some level, she's not entirely wrong. I don't think it was as bad. Like I felt like she over exaggerated it a little bit, you know, and I can see where that came. I can. It was definitely a misstep. It was definitely a misstep. Just, you know, I'm not even gonna go there, but no, I do totally see where you're coming from. When it says that WAP, WAP, is it WAP or WAP? WAP, 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 WAP. Okay, I think I just like made a complete another ass of myself. Um, and I'm not even drunk, so it's not even an excuse. Monique says, "Hey Jennifer, if you're a mother, happy mothers, happy belated Mother's Day." Jennifer P. It's been. I think this may actually be like the first time I've actually seen you in this live stream. J. Blue says, "Albert, if I mention it again, check out the reboot of the 1 year. It's totally different." Okay, I will do that. Yeah, indication. I love making an ass out of myself. That's right, Jess. That is right. Totally did. Listen, if it makes people laugh, I can laugh about it. Then, yeah, I still can't believe I actually said that. I'm not gonna lie, it sounded completely stupid the minute that it left my mouth. Like legit, it really did. The minute that those words flew out, I was like, shit. Jennifer, everyone, I was hoping they would bring Portia back. Jennifer P says, hey, seriously? Oh, I work, I work some nights. Oh, okay. Nikisha, do you know what WAP stands for? Um, just I don't think he does. I know it means like a woman's lady part, and the southern region. I would sit there and say, just said okay. I think since if Nucky was going to return to GH, the actor would pick Jonathan. The actor would pick Jonathan Jackson or Jacob Young. Yeah, well, it's definitely not going to be what the hell is that dude's name on Days? It's definitely not going to be him. Kelly says, so what are we? So what wine are we drinking? No, 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 no. That's not the wine talking. That's just me making myself look like an ass. And no, yeah, that's right, Jess. It's all me. Greg Vaughn, that's his name. Greg Vaughn. Greg Vaughn is definitely not going to be it, though. Justice says, if you know what it means, don't use the actual word. Oh, I'm not. That's why I was very selective with my choice of words. Last day says, Albert, I don't even like Hope and Liam together. For the most part, Liam and Stephanie was my favorite couple until she slept with Bill. I don't see how for my videos people thought I was Hope fan. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, great vibe. Thank you, Jamie. Jennifer P said, I've been seeing spoilers. Jason may return for Dex storyline. Do you think it's true? No, no, Jennifer P. Well, no, for a couple of reasons. One, they're not going to get the actor back. They're not going to get Steve back. He's on Days of Our Lives, and he seems like he's pretty happy. Two, I don't think they're gonna get the character back because I think that they're just done with the whole mob stuff. You know, they're just done with it. Because trust me, Jennifer B, I would love to sit there and see my guy Jason um back, but also just another whole thing on that. I don't think they're gonna recast him. They already did that before, so I don't like just in case Steve decided he wanted to come back. I feel like they're gonna leave that door open. What's that? The movie that John McAvoy called Mind Cage. Oh, okay, so it's not that much. I mean, it's not that old. Authority says, do you think they will recast Jax? I want to say no because the act that been Angle has been doing it for so long that he's just natural in the role. But I don't see them doing that. I don't even know if I want them to do that, to be honest. Then he says, Steve, Steve Burns says, sign 1 year deal on days. I just don't see him coming back though in general. He said, I think it's actually cool to see you skip a day of drinking. Your liver and kidney will appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. No. Thank you. It's really funny, Nikisha. One, read my email whenever you get a chance. Two, when I was at my aunt's house, I actually brought back some broccoli. I was actually eating broccoli. It is funny too because I was eating it yesterday, and I was like, I kind of want to go on live just to sit there and like show her that I'm sitting there eating broccoli. I had some other stuff also, but um, I was like, as soon as I started eating broccoli yesterday, I was like, I gotta sit there and tell Keisha. It was actually really good though too. Like the way she cooks her broccoli is it's on point. He said, "Did you see the latest state of mind?" Which I do. Maurice didn't mention any of his stories. He said, "I saw yours." You mean my email or it had to be email? Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, no, I was yeah, broccoli was really good. Last day says Albert, it's like I have this to keep the persona to keep up that I don't like Thomas. I don't even dislike Thomas, but for some reason that's what people think. But why okay, but here's the thing, last day. Why would you have a persona that you don't like Thomas? That's what I'm trying to understand. Like at the end of the day, last day, you should feel how you're gonna feel and not put on the show and just be who you are. You know, you like the character, you like the character. You don't like the character, you don't like the character. You know. You want to say, okay, but I want to ask you why is Finn there? What purpose do he serve? But Steffi, I've said that a long time ago, Duane. I was like, yeah, and you know what, Duane, you're partly right. He's there to make sure that the love triangle does not keep going on again. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie, Duane. I've been struggling to find reasons why he's on the show too. But then I realized, Duane, that I can't take B&B so seriously. I just can't. Thank you, Nikisha. Yeah, and I was since I was not there thinking about you because I was like, I've been trying to eat more healthy a little bit, or at least try. You know. But yeah, Nikisha, even on the wine thing, I'm not going to sit to be doing it every day because I felt like that was a little bit too much. I'm not gonna stop completely, but every day it's kind of a lot. You love my wine though, so. CW said I watched Jackie and Ken's State of Mind episode. She said that she had to have FBI bodyguards during the Scott and Laura trip. What? For what reason, CW? Jesus Christ. She said, I love broccoli. Have you ever had broccoli salad? No. I've had regular broccoli. Well, I had that yesterday. It was just like regular straight up broccoli. And I've had fried broccoli, which is probably not that healthy, but and why are you going so slow? Herman says I started to love veggies when I learned to stir fry them with very light oil. Nikki said broccoli is good for your heart and your joints. Yeah, I like the taste of broccoli. I do. Just said fried broccoli. What was that like? It was good. It was good. Grams TV's in the chat was good. Grams TV. Now, if you would move faster, sit. Okay. Tara said, yeah, Steffi's orange skirt was not it. I don't know. Tara, I actually like the orange skirt. I actually like the whole orange ensemble, to be honest. I feel like I don't see enough of that. Like people wearing orange. And I also don't like the way Johnny treated Connor as a brother over having a new sister, even though Johnny has a sister. And, well, here's the thing about it. It was more as like little joke or like sibling, kind of playful thing. Um, And to be fair, I wasn't exactly a fan of Connor snapping at Johnny like that. He was just there to sit there and try to help him and kind of be there for him. And he just snapped at him for like, what are you doing? But then again, he's a kid, so it's like, whatever. Nikki said you could use olive oil to cut saturated fat. Hmm. Danny said you're gonna watch. I mean, if there are, if here's the thing, Danny. If they do, if the Emmys are still there, then I will be. I will be doing that if it's actually if they actually do have the Emmys. Or you are just slowing up the roll. Gloria's in the chat was good, Gloria. Oh, 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 oh wow. Oh my. Well now I know what oh wow. Oh my. Well, like I said, very educational. Oh my. Well, well now, yeah. Wow. Brooklyn says Emmys are on June 16th. Oof, it's not that far away. I don't. That's what I was meant to say. Like if they actually do, um, if they actually do have the Emmys with the whole writer strike, it's like who knows? Well, now I definitely know what that is. Mattress. That's not how. Now, Nikki said, like Maurice really couldn't believe Nina was Nell's mother. He said Nina past didn't count because it was a different actress. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Jennifer P says, Albert, I see your noodle cup sometimes. It's all I can get my grandson to eat. No. Listen, I like my noodles. I like my noodles. Um, I used to have the smaller box, the little smaller noodles. But then Jess suggested that I use I get something like this. So I love it. Plus, it's still warm. It's like like very few foods that I can actually have that I'll sit there and start doing this, and my it's still warm. Oh, it's all good. Monique, it is all good, Monique. I love it. Lastly says Albert, I think it's from the way I did it a couple of reviews when I didn't go full. You understand how to review or didn't feel as comfortable as I do. Okay. As long as as long as you feel comfortable now, it's all good. And he says, have you talked to Maurice and sent him a tweet? Maurice got my tweet and sent me a nice emoji. No, I did not. That's what's up. Jennifer says all smiles. Um, but Danny, James, they were in talks of him being on State of Mind. I don't know what happened with that because that was supposed to be, was it this month? I don't know. The way he said it, it made it seem like um he was going to be on there or whatever at some point. So, hmm. But seriously though, it was really good to see you, Jennifer P. I know sometimes you work late, like nights and stuff like that. Um, I do want to get to a point where I'm trying when I will sit there and try to do members lives like maybe twice, once in the morning, once at night, or something like that, or try doing one live in the morning for members. Nikki said, I think James said June. Oh, okay, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I definitely want to watch that. I definitely want to watch that. Um, it's not just kind of acting out about Salary Baby. Wait until he finds out Christian. Oh, he still doesn't know. That's so. You know what? That's YNR. That is YNR. That is literally the definition of YNR. Right then and there. Right. Okay, that's okay, that's about anytime now. Now Johnson says Sonny Michael piece is going to get cut short when you real. That is very true. That is very true. Janet's in the chat. What's good, Janet? Long day. I'm here to say hey. Well, hey to you as well, Janet. Jesus Christ. Uh, I really love what I do. And I wish I didn't have to sit there and end it tonight. But I was going to sit there and end it like 26 minutes ago. Um, Of course, now Janet's here. I just need to think about what the hell I should do. My whole thing is like with the whole kids thing. I'm gonna stay for a little bit. I'm glad to stop by. Mel says I don't know if that Adam should keep that from kind of that because I don't think it's a good idea either. But I'm just kind of like Janet. It is always great to have you in the chat. Jennifer P says, Albert, how is your membership going? I gotta check tonight because apparently Darby Darby gifted 5 memberships. So I'm definitely gonna sit there and check it out. I think we're doing pretty good though. I think we were doing pretty good. I would say this much. Like I said, once I get to 100, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So once I get to 100 on my memberships, I'm gonna be sitting there doing a giveaway. Just as a way to sit there and say thank you, everyone. Janet says my favorite place and tomorrow is good. This is going so slow. Ariane says I know what you mean, Albert, because I could stay in the chat for hours. Yeah, well, tomorrow, here's the thing. Tomorrow I'm going to turn up. Tomorrow I'm going to turn up. Um, I'm here for hope. Now, Jonathan, oh my God, Jonathan, you are amazing. Thank you, Jonathan. Jonathan says, I remember Demetrius said on days today that Kate wasn't done. Yeah, I remember that. And I was just like, who else is. But here's the thing, Jonathan. It made sense because he was way too calm about that. He was way too calm about that. I'm not gonna lie. Also, again, thank you, Jonathan. Kate kind of annoyed me. My dude literally got a bullet in his shoulder because she had to go back and get her. This thing made no sense. Not only did they have to go back to get her ring, but why are these people not have their guns ready? Like I didn't understand that at all. I mean, you had both of them sitting there looking at Kate like, "Yo, listen, we gotta go. We got people on our tails. We gotta go." But yet they're just walking through calm and casual. They got guns, so like I don't, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand that. It was like this dude literally got shot in the arm for no reason. Part of me wanted to review it today. I was like, now Grams TV says I think it might be Eve Donovan. That'd be interesting. I wonder what I think her name is Cassie the Pie. I wonder what she's doing. Now last day says Nick Newman is just terrible. Any particular reason why he's terrible? Or is it because of all the other stuff that I heard? Then he says, like Steve Burns on days, it's a great fit for the show. Yes, Danny. I mean, let's be honest. He's pretty much kind of Jason 2.0, but I'm rolling with it. Listen, if as long as I get to sit there and get to see my guy Steve, I'm happy. Even if he is pretty much playing Jason 2.0. Have a good night, Lashanta. Thank you for joining. All right. As fun as this was, and this was super fun, I think I'm going to sit there in the live stream here. But I do want to thank everyone for joining though. This is, everyone in this chat makes it so hard for me to leave because I just have so much fun doing this. Jennifer P says this D Burkett, a lot of screen time days. It's kind of mixed. It's kind of mixed. I would sit there and say, for the most part, Jennifer P, when he's on there, they usually do make good use of his time. So when he's on there, he does a good job, and I do like that. Have a good night, Jay Blue. But Jennifer P, I'm going to tell you right now, he's pretty much just playing Jason 2.0. Just to be honest. Have a good night, Cat Lady. Thank you for joining. Have a good night, Nikisha. Thank you for joining. Have a good night, Atara. Thank you for joining. Wow, this is what in the hell? Have a good night, Danny. I'm gonna check out your channel. Have a good night, Grams TV. CW, oh my God, thank you. You are amazing. CW says we love being here, Albert. Have a good night. Thank you, CW. Have a good night, Ariana. Thank you for joining. Uh, Jennifer P said you had like 39 people and only 21 likes. Maybe everyone could hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button on the way out. Hit the like button on the way out. It really does actually help. I try not to be like super annoying about it, but it generally does help. We get new people all the time, and it really does. Really does help. Darby says it's trash day, so I'll say goodnight. Yes, that is actually, yeah, it's trash day for me as well. Yeah, Dave. I stayed a little extra late. Had some people came in, and I don't, I hate leaving when people come in. I love when everyone shows up and just so you know. Have a good night, Jennifer P. It was actually really good to see you. It was really good to see you, Jennifer P. So thank you for joining us. You have some free time. I appreciate that. Johnson says, join us next time for another edition of Soul Chat with Albert Bostic. Thank you, Jonathan. You are a rock star. Thank you. CW and Anna P, you have a great night. Have a good night, Jess. Thank you for joining. And Jess and Jen. Oof, why am I so blurry? Janice says trash day for me too. Yep. All right, everyone. Look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. Get some drinks, some snacks, whatever, and sit back and we're gonna sit there and we're gonna turn up tomorrow. Have a good night, Valerie. Have a good night, Janet. Have a good night, Duan. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you again. Um for the super chats. That really does actually help me out a lot. Like more than you know. So thank you. All right, everyone. Laters. Oh, Spider Quick says also, good night. Also, why are you getting up so early tomorrow? I have work tomorrow early, so I have work early, and I have to wake up extra early because I need my Starbucks before I go to work, and I need good time to sit there and enjoy it. Have a good night, Gemini. Thank you for joining. Reply, gang, gang. Like I said, tomorrow's Hell Tuesday, so you know how that is. Well, I always sit there and tell you. But anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. We're gonna turn up, and you know how we do. Good night, Mel. Thank you for joining. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as well.